Hello everyone. Today we are going to be discussing something which is a big problem for a lot of you out there. Are you scared of interviews? You get a call and then somehow you are not able to convert, and that is everybody's worst nightmare. And for some of you it might be true also. Maybe one or two times you've gone to interviews and you've not been able to convert in spite of being a decent candidate for the interview and you've got a good score, but still there was no conversion. So what to do about it? Now, since we have been in this field of training for the last 20 plus years, there have been a lot of candidates who come to us, and we have analyzed their types and found 4 very important points due to which they can't convert interviews, and those are the points that I am going to be discussing today with you. So let's take a look at them. Now, when we talk about the first and the foremost, most important point is your profile. So how is your profile? Say, in some colleges there's a selection criteria wherein they look at the profile of the candidate, not just their marks of 10th, 12th graduation, not just their percentile, but they also look at your profile. So what is your profile and how can you work on it? Now that is something that you can think about. So, and then when we come to the profile, the very similar thing which is matching with it is the third point, your fit in the criteria of the college, the selection criteria of the college. Does your profile match with that selection criteria? So if I am a science graduate, or say if I am a history graduate and I am going for a management exam, they're definitely going to ask me why you want to do an MBA. And in that case, I have to create a profile match with my whatever I am together with what the course is. So in that case, now you can't change your subject of graduation. You can't change your 10th and 12th. What you can change is, you can add on particular courses related to management, related to economics, related to finance, related to marketing, etc., or HR. And you can tell them that I got interested in this, sometime in my life during my graduation, and then I realized that I need to know more about it. So I joined these XYZ courses, and in that I learned so many things and made me want to, do this MBA from your esteemed institution. So somewhere or the other, you are creating a profile which is fitting in the kind of subject you're going to study there, the kind of knowledge that you would be having, which will be needed there. So they can't say that you are a science graduate, or you're a history graduate, or you're a philosophy graduate and you're not fitting in, right? So you will create something. Similarly, job experience or work experience is also something that you can look at to fit into that particular criteria. If you had a managerial role after your graduation, you can talk about that I need more education related to this role because I feel that I'm lacking. And yes, if you've already got a job related to it, definitely your criteria starts fitting in. The next point that you can actually work upon is your reading, your knowledge base. So yes, together with the sum of the courses, you can also read up on management, read up on that particular topic. So whether it's an SBI PO that you are giving, whether it's a management exam that you are giving, or any other exam or interview that you're going for, please read up on that, gain knowledge, create your profile which is matching with it. Your extracurriculars also. If you have a well-rounded personality and a profile, definitely you fit in better. So these 2 points are the most important thing. Now we come to your content, what you are speaking, and your delivery. The next 2 more important points, what you are speaking and how you are speaking. So when we talk of content, there is a parameter of, say your interview is extremely short. So then you've created long answers, and in that case, you'll never be able to say what you wanted to talk about yourself. So then what do? You shorten your answer, you always make your points. So I want to talk 5 very important things about myself, or 10 very important things about myself. And that's what you decide, and you try to fit it in, you try to improvise, see the mood of the interviewer and how you are able to put those points into picture so that those don't go unnoticed, even if they are asking you random questions. So your content, the points that you're making, please don't make sentences because you tend to forget them. Or if you created sentences for particular questions and they are not asked, you'll not be able to improvise because you're already scared, you're nervous, you might not be able to improvise. But if you have your points, it's much easier to improvise and create your answer and say it accordingly. And then your delivery. Your delivery has to be pleasing. It should not be in a monotone, it should have some emotions. So yes, you can use your hands, but yeah, don't point a finger like this. Be pleasant. Don't try to dominate the interview. Don't try to be an underdog or very timid or very scared in the interview. You should have a conversation. So the more clarity you have in your points, the fewer things you talk about yourself but which are impactful. And then together with it, the belief that you have been called to that interview. So definitely you are worthy of selection, and you have to send that message across with the communication that you're doing with regard to the questions that are being asked. So these are 4 key important points which you can keep in mind for your next interview. Obviously your profile you might not be able to change immediately, but if your interview is next year or within 3 months, 6 months, you can start working on it. And those of you who are preparing right now for next year, this is a must-do thing for all of you. Even if your profile is matching, there is no limit to the add-ons that you can do. Extracurriculars help, hobbies help. See, the more you have to tell about yourself, the better you are. Also be knowing your strengths, weaknesses. There is no shame in accepting your weaknesses. Yeah, it should not be detrimental to the cause that you're going for, but you can talk about them definitely because they are going to ask you. So please keep these points in mind, leave a feedback on the video and do like and share if you found this useful. Thank you very much.